as they come off turn number 4. Double greens are in the air. They rumble down into turn number 1, and it is a strong battle between Alexandra Fearn at the point. But the big question is, Patnaud goes to the outside. Remember, Matt Clements a week ago had a wheel loosen up right at the start of the event and spent most of his time down on pit road. His niece came out and competed in the big wheel event, and she won the event.
And a little elbow to the 22 of Patnaud applied by Clement in car number 59 as they scald their way off the corner. The best battle on the track is for second and third between Clement and Patnaud.
There's no question about it. Lavoie runs next, and Provost. Those two guys are what we call closers in this business. They don't run very strong usually in the beginning, but in the final laps of the race, they come on like Jack the Bear. Out in front, Alexandra Fearn was trying something new. Joe Ham, the official welder in the paddock area, was working with the Fearn family to create the magic, and maybe that magic is there. They come rumbling off turn number 4, and Alexandra Fearn is the leader of the pack, 3 laps and counting.
That magic had not been hid there in the early going, but it looks like it is there tonight as Alexander comes into the season, or comes into tonight 5th in the point standings. But right now she is the drum major of the parade, and Matt Clement has some distance between himself and Gary Patnaud in the fight for second.
But Clement clicked off the fastest lap, 22.372. So he's a mover and a shaker, so don't count out Matt Clement as he is closing up the gap. Last time by, Alexandra Fearn went at 22.524 compared to Clement's 3.72. Simple terms, it means that Clement is getting closer and closer and quicker.
1/3 of the race has been completed, and I think Matt Clement has a lot more confidence now thanks to his first ever victory. Taking a shot at Patnaud was Jeremy Lavoie. Almost got under him, but lost his momentum, and he had to lay back in 4th. Provost in 5th, but Provost, has been pointed out, is a man who does his best driving in the second half of the race. Things are getting close as Matt Clement is starting to crowd Alexandra Fearn.
Literally glued to the back bumper as Alexandra Fearn pulls away now. It's almost like she felt the heat of the radiator in the Clements car. This time, when they work their magic off turn number 4, cross flags in the air, an indication half of the event is now over. Mike Helberg at the starter stand as he is the man in charge there. But meanwhile, Clement has closed up the gap. Patnaud is coming back to life. So isn't Lavoie, and so isn't Provost. 7 laps now up on the board in this 15-lap event.
There's so much heat applied by Clement, it must feel like global warming as far as Alexandra Fearn is concerned. Scooting along in 3rd, Gary Patnaud looking for a podium spot, but now here comes Clement. Sends it in underneath Fearn. A little contact, a little elbow by Clement, but Alexandra Fearn is able to weather the storm for the time being.
Here comes Clement, though. He's not going to give up. He digs in hard on the bottom. They're wheel to wheel, side by side as they head off turn number 4. Back to the stripe they come. It's still Fearn. But remember, turn 1 and 2 was the Achilles heel for Alexandra Fearn, and Clement makes the move. Second lead change of the event, and just as we predicted, Matt, just past the halfway, Provost is coming to life with car number 88.
As Provost gets by Jeremy Lavoie, and now he's going after Gary Patnaud in the fight for 3rd. Clement, he was able to swish his way underneath Alexandra Fearn to capture the lead on lap number 9. 3rd is up for grabs. Here comes Provost looking for a crevice underneath Gary Patnaud in the 22.
There's no question about it. They work their magic. Here comes Provost. He'll try on the inside. Lavoie tries to follow him through as they come off turn number 4. Back to the stripe. They pull back into line. 11 of 15 circuits, all but complete. Clement, one of 2 leaders, the second one, and perhaps the most important one. Here comes Patnaud. He gets a second win, Matt. He starts to pull away and shake off the number 88 machine of Provost and the 6 of Lavoie.
So there is a cushion on the backstretch, but when they went in between turns 3 and 4, Provost got very close again. So Provost doing his best work in the corners. Here he comes trying to Jenny Craig his way underneath the Patnaud car, and it doesn't happen. And Alexandra Fearn, Alexandra is not giving up as she tries to get underneath Matt Clement.
Well, this time by, there's 2 circuits remaining. That's 1 mile left in the actual competition. Here comes Alexandra Fearn to the inside. Challenge on the bottom. Off the turn, Clement pulls away. Fearn's car starts to loosen up just a bit, Matt. As they head to turn 3, Clement is still in command. White flag is out.
And let's see if Alexandra can make one more move. As she tried to cannonball underneath Clement on the last lap and came up empty. Here she comes again. Down low, halfway underneath Clement. Clement trying to pull away as they go into turn 3.
It is Clement that still holds on deep into turn number 3. Alexandra Fearn has less than 2 turns to be a factor. She reels him in, taps on the back bumper. Checkered flag is out. It is Matt Clement to take down the win. Alexandra Fearn to finish in 2nd, and finishing in the 3rd spot, a squeaker for Duane Provost.
So Matt Clement has bounced out of the car. Let's go to Napa Victory Lane and John Gates.
Okay, Matt Clement, man, what a run. You go from last to first. Last week was a rough week for you. This week, Victory Lane. Congratulations.
Thank you. That was one heck of a race. First off, I just want to apologize to Alexandra. I didn't mean to get into her like that. I was trying to run as clean as possible. Car just washed up. But, man, 2 wins in 4 weeks. I couldn't even dream this day a year ago. I mean, this is just so awesome. I got a big shout out to my dad, my mom, my dad especially. He's been running a car in this division for 12 years now, 13 years. These wins are all for him, man. He has supported me so much. I got to thank my mom, my girlfriend Sophie, my brothers always sticking by me. They talk a lot of crap along the way, but they end up supporting me in the big moments. I got to thank my sponsors, Aquatic Wildlife, South Windsor, Elmo's Dockside, Vernon, DMW Vinyl Graphics, man. This hot rod looks awesome this year. Dennis, thank you. I got to thank Wayne's Auto Body, killer paint job on this thing. Short Track Baker, Stoney. The carrot cake this week looks great. I'm sure going to enjoy that. Sully, Deb, Robbie V, Bill, Frank Latois. I mean, everybody that's just supported me. Thank you.
Give it up for Matt Clement, limited late model winner. Let's go to Kyle Ritchie with the other 2 drivers.
In the 2nd spot, kind of breaking that 5th place streak you have been on here the last couple weeks. Congratulations. I know a lot of tender love and care to this car over the last 5 days or so.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of stuff that we have done to the car to make it the best that it can be, or at least where it is now, has been, it's a lot, honestly. I can't thank my dad and Amadeo enough for everything that they do. I know everyone here is busy, and a lot of people here work really hard, but they work among the hardest. Sorry, I'm biased. But anyways, can't thank them enough, and everybody else who works on this car. Also Safeco Foam, Rad Auto Machines, Sunoco Race Fuels, all of these people who make this possible. I really can't thank them enough. So it's really comforting and the kind of boost we needed to make us excited to come back next week and see what we can do for the rest of the year. Thanks.
Looking for that 1 extra spot. Next week is Alexandra Fearn. Duane Provost comes home in 3rd consecutive podium finish for you. Congratulations. Good run for you, especially that last lap there, getting that 3rd spot.
Yeah, it was a good race. It's pretty close at the end with Gary again, and I think we were pretty clean going towards the line, and was able to pull off a 3rd, and it's great. Another Sunoco fuel gift certificate, and I want to thank my sponsors, Team Link in Ludlow, and I want to thank Michael Ficini Law Firm in Springfield, and Joe Cozio, Poco Pop Hits, good friend of mine, and always here to support me. Thank you.
There you go. Duane Provost for the 3rd consecutive row picks up a podium finish after a win a week ago and a 2nd place finish 2 weeks back. Consistency is key when winning for a championship in the limited late model division, guys.